Hi guys, and welcome back to Uzo's Tribe, my YouTube channel, where I talk to you about life, show you about my life, tell you about scholarships, about everything literally. And today I'll be talking to you about your Chevening interviews, and I will be majoring on your studying in the UK question. How best to answer this question at your interview, what you should look out for, the various forms that this question can take. So because I want this video to be super short, I know I always say that my videos end up being like 25 minutes. Because I want this video to be super short, I'll just go straight into it, okay? Your studying in the UK question is one of the easiest questions you can answer, and to me it's one of the most passionate questions, or it's one of the questions wherein your passion can really peek through. Now you have to be careful because this question can take a lot of forms, okay? So you have to, one trick about Chevening interviews is you have to listen. You have to really listen so that you can understand, first of all, the question that you're being asked and know how best to answer the question, okay? So, most times what you hear is something like, tell us why you have selected your 3 universities and courses, and tell us why the UK. In a lot of cases, this is the way the question comes. Tell us why you've selected your 3 universities and courses, and tell us why the UK. In this instance, what you're targeting on, what you should target rather, is signposting. If you were part of my mock interview session in the past few days, you would have heard a lot about signposting. What does signposting mean? Signposting is basically a way to point your listener in the direction that you want to go, so that the listener knows what to expect when they are listening to you, okay? Now, the way I would approach this question is by saying, thank you very much, Rita, for the question, while maintaining eye contact, smiling and looking gracious. Thank you very much, Rita, for the question. I have selected 3 major universities. My first choice is the Queen Mary University of London, where I will be studying the LLM on International Human Rights Law. My second choice is the University of Sussex, where I'm also studying an LLM in International Human Rights Law. And my third choice is the University of Edinburgh, where I will be undertaking an LLM in sustainability and human rights. Okay, so now you have given a clear, there's no one way to answer this question, by the way. So these tips I'm giving is just a way to make it easier for not only you to remember, but also a way to make it easier for those listening to you, okay? Now, once you have signposted them and said, okay, these are my 3 universities and the 3 courses I've chosen in those universities, the next thing to do is to tell them, remember your question, tell us why you have chosen your 3 universities and courses and why the UK. So in this question, just know that you have like 2 questions or 3 questions in one. You're telling them why your schools, you're telling them why the courses you've chosen, and why the UK. And you don't want to talk too long. So signposting will help you not to talk too long. When you've now introduced your 3 universities and courses, you can now start explaining why you have chosen these schools. The best way again to do this is signposting. So you can tell them, I have 3 major reasons why I've chosen my first choice, 2 reasons why I've chosen my second choice school, and 3 reasons why I've chosen my third choice school. For the Queen Mary University of London, I have chosen this school because it provided education to women at a time when it wasn't popular to give women tertiary education, as far back as 1884. I've also chosen this school because, so now your leader knows, okay, she has told us the first reason. Now they're looking forward to your remaining 2 reasons, right? I've chosen this school also because it does this and this when it comes to gender inclusion and diversity. I've also chosen the Queen Mary University of London because of the course modules, the wide array of course modules and networking that it offers through the Human Rights Law Clinic, and the opportunity that the school gives me to, intern with the British Institute of Human Rights. You can say further, or lastly, when you've gotten to your last choice, lastly, I chose the Queen Mary University of London because there is a lecturer whom I would love to work and collaborate with. Her name is Dr. XYZ, and she focuses on equality law, gender inclusion, blah, blah, blah. And these are core areas of interest that align perfectly with my career goals. The course, the LLM in International Human Rights, which I have chosen and which cuts across most of my schools, would help me to do XYZ. Across my 3 schools, the LLM in International Human Rights, in the Queen Mary University of London, for instance, the course module on gender equality, on women's rights, on refugee law and immigration would open my eyes to the various vagaries that women experience in these niches, or in this space, or in this sphere, and will give me an opportunity to integrate physical learning or theoretical learning with practical learning. This cuts across my 3 schools. These course modules also in the University of Sussex, course modules like gender and development, course modules like women development and the law would explain or would expose me to the economic implications of excluding women from, from workplace inclusion, for example, or excluding women from workplace pay or equality in gender pay or something. I lost my train of thought there, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So you have given the reason why you have chosen that school, Queen Mary University of London. You've given them the 3 reasons. You can also go and say for the University of Sussex, and you've given them the reason why you've chosen the course in Queen Mary University of London. You can also go and say, for the University of Sussex, I have 2 major reasons. First is that this is the best school in the world when it comes to development studies. So there is no better place for me to study a course on gender and development than, especially as it relates to human rights, than in the University of Sussex. You can also say my second choice is that the University of Sussex allows LLM students a field trip to say the International Court of Justice in the Netherlands, and this is what I'm looking forward to, because it will give me an opportunity to explore, to visit a new place, and to also network with other judges, people in the gender equality space who have gone before me and have understood the various strategies, to improve equality in the workplace. So you've given 2 reasons, the 2 reasons why you've chosen University of Sussex. You can also say, and their course modules on XYZ would expose me to ZYX. I hope that makes sense. Okay? And then you go to your 3rd school and say the University of Edinburgh. I love this school, particularly because of A, B, C, and D. Okay, I'm also looking forward to the Edinburgh Festival, which happens once every year at around blah blah blah. I would have the opportunity to attend this festival, largely because at that time my course, the school is no longer in session, and it will give me the opportunity to explore, to mix work and play, such that I'm not only focused on schooling. And then you say further, the course modules on gender and development in Edinburgh and international human rights is so rich. It is so rich. You can also mention a lecturer that you intend to work with. You can also mention research clinics in the University of Edinburgh that you intend to intern with or work with. And then you can also mention, for instance, I think I remember when I was applying to one of my schools that they offered, like, instead of dissertation, they give you an opportunity to undertake a work placement scheme. So you can say yes. So for this school, one of the allures for me is that they give me an opportunity to undertake a work placement scheme as opposed to writing a dissertation. Now I would move to the reasons why I've chosen to study in the UK. In the UK is known as one of the best countries to undertake a master's degree or to undertake learning in general, because they are forerunners when it comes to research. They give me the opportunity to undertake a 1-year master's program, which a lot of countries would not, give me the opportunity to do. A lot of countries insist on 2 years as opposed to 1 year. You would also say that the UK would also improve your character, because their master's program is very intensive and very, very detailed. So it will give you an opportunity to learn hands-on and to learn under intensive conditions, which would prove useful for character development for you. You can also say that the UK is very, very multicultural and diverse. You would meet people from different other countries, and you look forward to exploring, this multiculturalism, meeting people, learning about their, cultures, eating their food. You can also say that you look forward to, exploring the United Kingdom. There are many, many historic places. If you're a lover of art, you can say you look forward to also exploring like various art galleries in the UK. If you're a lover of sports, you can say you look forward to the very many sport arenas, going to see a match maybe in Wembley Stadium, in the London Stadium, Arsenal, and you look forward to just exploring the richness. You can even say that you look forward to exploring British cuisine, because you know that the UK has a lot of beautiful food like fish and chips, you know, a lot of UK staples, English breakfast, and you cannot wait to explore all this. You know, if you're a lover of tennis like my friend, you can say you look forward to going to Wimbledon and seeing a tennis match with some of your favorite players. There are many reasons. And then when you finish saying all these things, now remember, you have answered the question. You've told them why your 3 schools, why the course you have chosen in these 3 schools, and why the UK. You cannot tie it up and say that you look forward to studying in the UK with a Chevening scholarship, because Chevening offers you XYZ, and then learning in the UK would also give you a well-rounded education. Now, when I was doing the mock interview, one of my scholars said something about that I look forward to studying in the UK because Nigeria, I will not have good education or something like that, or Nigeria will not teach me what I need to know. Please resist the urge to talk down on your country. Don't talk down on your country at all for any reason. You can highlight the UK without talking down on Nigeria, okay? Now, let me give you another form that this question can come in. They can, instead of asking you the full, tell us about your school. That's why it's not good to cram. Just have pointers in your head on how you would answer the questions, but don't cram any particular thing. Because, for instance, they might ask you, tell us why you have selected your first choice course. Now, remember your question, your first choice course. So they're not asking you to talk about your first choice school. So they're asking you, what course have you chosen in your first choice? In my first choice is Queen Mary University of London. What course did you choose? I chose the International Human Rights Law, LLM in International Human Rights. You're supposed to now expatiate on why you chose to do that course. So what you should be saying is, you should be hinting on the course modules. You should be hinting on the practical and theoretical approaches that the school takes in teaching that course. You should be speaking on the lecturers that teach that course and how you intend to collaborate with them, which is why you chose that course. You should be looking at the research clinics for that course, or the research clinics, or maybe the opportunities the course will give you to undertake internships and all that. So focus on the course, because that is what your question is asking. Don't start saying the school will give me this, the school will give me that, because that was the mistake one of my scholars also made. So another way in which this question can come is, they can say, give us one reason each why you have chosen your 3 schools and courses. So in this scenario, what you want to do is you want to give one reason for each school and the course. Don't go and start giving out, because you have crammed like 10 reasons each, you're not going to be giving. So it's very important to listen to your questions. They can even tell you, just tell us why you have chosen your first choice school. Give us one reason why you have chosen your first choice school. I know you have said you have crammed plenty amazing things that you want to say, but please, just give one reason. Finally, I think the last tip I'm going to give in this video is that resist the urge to talk too much, okay? So that you don't bore your interviewers and make them lose interest in what you're saying. Resist the urge to talk too much. That's number 1. Number 2, watch your panelists. Look at them, look at their faces, and know when it is they're getting tired or when it is they want you to stop. Sometimes they will stop you while you're talking. So make sure that your strongest points are what you're stating first. Make sure that you're stating your strongest points first, so that in case they stop you in the middle because you are rambling, you have given them your strongest points. I think I'm going to end this video here, because I said I was going to make this video very short. I hope it is very short. Hey God, I hope this one I managed to make it short. Please guys, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe, like all my videos, and share with all your friends, those who want to apply for the Chevening scholarship and those who have applied and have been invited to the interviews. I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye.